Alabama wins 55-0, off to a great start in their first game of the 2022 season. It's good to be back, folks. Not going to lie. How did you all feel about the first week of college football? A few great games. Florida, Utah, great game. Appalachian State, North Carolina, awesome game. East Carolina, North Carolina State, great game. North Carolina was the state to be in, apparently, today. Georgia hammering Oregon. Not a great game, but an interesting watch for a little bit. Notre Dame hung around with Ohio State. I didn't think that would happen. And then you had people getting mad at Texas A&M, where they want to bench Haynes King. And we're missing the greatest game of all. Classic Big Ten football. Iowa 7 with 2 safeties and a field goal beat the Jackrabbits. I watched all that game and just was cracking up with people I was watching it with. Because I'm like, I've never seen this level. Could you, watch Alabama play football or watch Ole Miss or one of these other teams that in the SEC that are incredible. Watch them, watch Arkansas, Ole Miss, Alabama, Tennessee, even Mississippi State. Watch these teams run offense, and then watch Iowa, and you're just they're playing the same dang sport? I don't believe you. I do not believe you. How is that possible? I'll tell you how. Because Iowa's boring. You heard it from me. Iowa's boring. They always will be, because Brian Ferentz will be the next head coach. But we're not here to talk about Iowa. We're here to talk about the SEC. And as we wrap up the show, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. If you're in Gainesville, like our friend Tie-Dye Eli was, party responsibly, but party hard. Enjoy it. You beat a top 10 team at home. Enjoy it. Alabama fans, enjoy it. It's not often you beat Oregon State. Looks pretty good. It's not often you beat a team by 55. It's even rare you shut them out. Enjoy it. And all of you, it's crazy. App State had 40 points in the fourth quarter and lost. That's how nuts that game was. 40 points in the fourth quarter and lost. And then at East Carolina, you had the inexplicable coaching by Mike Houston. And this is the last thing I'll touch on before I'm going to get out of here. But your kid just missed an extra point to tie it at 21 with 3 minutes left. They get the ball back, and you play for a 40-yarder? You didn't just we tried and we couldn't move the ball, ended up with a 40-yarder. They played for a 40-yarder. They sat on the ball, ran it. Inexplicable coaching. I hate when teams do that in college, where no kicker outside of the one at Iowa State, Mizzou. Mizzou's got a good kicker. And apparently Utah. And Utah's got a good kicker too. Besides those teams, nobody's got good kickers. What were they thinking? And it's fun to end this conversation about SEC football. More importantly, Alabama's 55-0 win over Utah State. Bryce Young, back-to-back Heisman campaign, starts off strong. 6 touchdowns tonight. Hey, 5. He just looks so in control. It's just awesome to watch. 5 passing, 1 rushing touchdown. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks, Mark, if you're watching this, for letting me do this again this year. We'll be back next week after Alabama, Texas. Ambitious is the word I'm looking for, of ESPN to continue to schedule college football in 3-hour windows when games are increasingly going to 3.5 hours. But, that game will probably go so we'll be here at 3. We'll go for an hour or so, talk about the game, break it down, see how Quinn Ewers does, how's Bryce Young do. It'll be fun, and I expect all of you to come back. I appreciate it, Wallace. Thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks to all of you. Man, and your Bulldogs, we barely touched on them because like it with Alabama, what do you talk about? You just crushed Oregon. you made the Oregon Ducks and your former defensive coordinator look pathetic, which is hard to do.